So good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming back for this session. We'll get started because we want to keep to time, okay? In today's business world, everybody talks about reducing their carbon footprint and shifting to green energy. And then for us in the BE industry, we need to very definitely reduce our carbon footprint, the negative impact of our events on the environment, and continue to expand on the positive social economic benefits that our industry brings to local city and country that we host our events in. However, without measures to show the data, which is the result of the actions that we have taken, it is very easy for our efforts to be known as greenwashing. Okay? From another perspective, when we set goals, we know it must be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So now, this afternoon, I want to spend a bit of time talking about measuring and in learning what to measure so that we can start thinking of the action plans we can put in place that will provide tangible results and bring the return of investment that we keep hearing about, that we as an industry keep thinking that sustainability does not bring any ROI to us. Okay? So before I introduce our host, I just want to invite everyone to do a quick poll, 4 questions, just so we understand who's in this room this afternoon. Okay? So the first poll question that we have, and it's a Slido question. So join us. Can you scan this? And when we're ready, we'll start the first question. Okay, all right, let's go. The first question. Please select the nature of your business. I think we have easily about 50 people to 60 in the room right now. So we're at 29, 31. Okay, so we'll stop the poll here. All right, so it looks like the venue people have gone home. Okay, so can we go back to that slide earlier? So we've got conference organizers in the room. We have hoteliers in the room as well. We also have the exhibitions and industry people, and also the suppliers. Okay, we'll go on to the next question. You ready? Okay. Please select the level of seniority you hold in your organization. Well, great. It looks like we have the CEOs, the directors or the owners, the decision makers in this room, and also managers as well. That's really good. And the third question we have, how much effort does your organization put into making business events or your organization sustainable? So please rate on a falling scale. Okay, this is a trick question. So number 1 is actually very significant effort, and number 5 is 0 effort. So I don't know how these results will be compared to overseas numbers, like in the developed countries versus other countries as well. But it gives us an idea of where we are in this room, and then it sets the tone for our session this afternoon for the next hour. Okay, so it looks like quite a few companies, quite a good percentage of us go for moderate effort, and a smaller number for significant effort. But we do have those who are doing minimal. Okay, all right, let's move on to the last question. So for this question, we want to understand, and you can choose more than one, which one of these standards have you heard of? And if you have, whether you've heard of others, we'll be very interested to know. But if you have never heard of any of the above, then choose none of the above, and you shouldn't be choosing more than one if you chose none of the above. Okay, thank you very much. So it looks like the majority of us in this room has heard of ISO, and I hope it's not because of all our email blasts and our social media blasts that have been going out, but that's one of the reasons why we actually have invited ISO to join us for this BE in Penang. Okay. Just for everybody else, we did invite some of the other standards that was polled, but unfortunately, because of the year-end schedule, they were not able to make it. So we hope that they can join us in future. But nevertheless, it's good that we have one, and obviously the one standard that we are all at least have heard about, which is ISO. And this is probably the most recognizable standard that is recognized by corporate companies, multinational companies, those of us in corporate events. These are our clients. And I think in the exhibitions industry as well, these are also your clients, your sponsors and exhibitors. Okay, so this afternoon, our goal is to demystify a bit the idea of standards and the use of ISO standards. So please join me in welcoming our two speakers for this session. I will introduce both of them first before inviting one of them on stage to start the session. Lilian Chi with us this afternoon is a Business Development Manager at BSI Malaysia. So BSI Malaysia is part of BSI, which is a certified auditor of ISO standards. It is one of the world's leading providers of ISO certification services, with over 80,000 certificates issued to organizations in over 190 countries. They have a team of over 2,000 experienced auditors who are experts in their respective fields. And Lilian is actually from Penang. So BSI has 4 offices in Malaysia, Penang, Kuala Lumpur, Johor, and I forgot one more, so she'll mention that later. Okay. We also have Oh Ying with us. Ying is the Director of ESG Associates. She has over 25 years of industry experience in sustainable development, involving wastewater, solid waste, plastic management projects, and solutions to mitigate physical risks such as geohazards, landslides, river, shoreline erosions to keep people and your assets safe. Very important for venues. Her area of expertise includes sustainable strategy and reporting and greenhouse gas emission management and decarbonization plans. So Ying has a master's degree in sustainable development management from Jeffrey Sachs Center, Summer University, and she is also a chartered accountant and a member of MIA and MICPA. So Ying will share with us as an organization, how do we develop ISO standards to move our organizations in that direction.